What? What? We did it. What? What happened? What happened?
That's right, Allison.
Allison scored! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Hey. Welcome back again, viewers and subscribers. My name is Ryan LFC. Back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. Liverpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Liverpool advanced to second semi-final of the season. So far, one win, Carabao Cup, Manchester City at Wembley. It's going to be difficult, but I promise you, Liverpool will defeat this Manchester City team. We are confident. But I have some special guests, and I want to welcome Mike from Talk Football. Welcome, Mike, man. How are you doing, man?
Yo, big up, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Semi-final FFA Cup. Haven't heard that in a long time. And Manchester City twice in a week. All good, man. All good.
Thank you very much for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Let's bring on Philip. Listen, man, the first time I see Philip, guys, I said, wow, this Liverpool fans impressed me. I saw him on Cupish Friday, and I said, listen, have to reach out to Philip because he's a fantastic Liverpool fan. I want to welcome Philip to be first time on the Ryan FC. Welcome, Philip.
Hi, Ryan. Thank you for having me on.
Really appreciate you coming, bro. Really appreciate you coming, bro. Really appreciate it. And I want to welcome my boy, Jersey boy, from all the way in England. Listen, he's one of the most loyalest person I come across, and I want to give him a big thank you to stick around with Ryan LFC. So, my boy, Jersey boy, I know I'm not feeling that Liverpool going to win the fourth trophy, but I hope by the time this season.
I did not say that, Ryan. I said that it's hard. I don't think it's hard to say. I'm saying that I don't.
Full screen, brother. Start over, what, brother? I'm looking nervous, brother. Yes.
Okay, fine. I don't think we're going to do the quadruple because City can't do it. So if City can't do it, we can. There you go.
You don't think Liverpool have a better team than City?
And depth-wise, no. But listen, what I'm trying to say is, I think quadruple is very difficult. I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm saying I don't see us doing it. But as I said to you, if we win the Premier League, I will buy you the newest kit from next season. Yusuf will drink a burger, and on stream, I look like an idiot. But you know, it is what it is. But as I said, that's what I believe, and Liverpool got to prove me wrong.
Okay, fair enough, man. Mike, how you feel about the victory for Liverpool, and how you feel the season will end up? How many trophies do you think Liverpool will end up the end of the season? I want you to give me an honest opinion.
Honest opinion. Well, I'll talk about the game today. I mean, the game today, it wasn't the greatest. I feel like our passing was very sloppy. Like, kudos to Nottingham Forest. I thought they were actually very good in how they defended and how they crowded our midfield. Like, our front three were non-existent. They couldn't do anything in and around the box, but eventually Jota, I mean, this guy, in the last couple of weeks since his injuries, he's been terrible. I honestly got to say, he's been terrible. But you cannot deny, the guy keeps on scoring. He just keeps on scoring crucial goals for Liverpool Football Club. So it wasn't the greatest performance. I think we kind of got lucky with the penalty shout from Nottingham Forest. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a penalty because I thought Alisson got him at the end. But we moved. We got lucky a little bit there. 1-0. Clean sheet once again. Our defense is very solid, right? And Alisson is just a world-class goalkeeper, so nothing going on there. Now, when it comes to the winning trophies this year, I think we'll win at least 2 trophies. I don't think we're going to do the quad. Let's be honest here, Ryan. As much as we all would love the quad, and then we can joke to Dominic Rich and all these other YouTubers, United guys, we're not going to win the quadruple. If we do, oh, we're going to be unbearable. Oh, we're going to be very much unbearable. But I feel like we're going to win either the Champions League or the Premier League. I just don't think we can do both. It's the most. Why do you think a team has never won the quadruple? It's just too difficult to do and compete on all fronts with the full squad, especially the FA Cup semifinal. I'm pretty sure Jurgen is going to take that very seriously and probably play his strongest starting 11. So just happy with our performances. I mean, like, first halves in the last couple of games haven't been the greatest, but we got to massively improve that, especially with City coming up twice. So very happy, and we move on, man.
Okay, fair enough. I hope Philip can give me a different answer, because this 4-2 was I don't know if I'm me alone, but Philip, how you feel about Liverpool winning the 4th trophy, and what are your thoughts on the game?
So the game today, yeah, as everyone says, it was a difficult game today. You know, Nottingham Forest, they played with a lot of heart, passion, desire. You know, it wasn't a game about tactics today. It was a game. It was, you know, Forest played with all the passion and heart. Their crowd was up for it. They're playing at home. It's always going to be a difficult game. At the end of the day, we got the win, and that's all that matters. Performance aside, our performance wasn't great. Our performances, I don't think, have been that good for a few weeks now. But, you know, we just know how to win games at this moment in time. That's what we do as a football. We just win games, performances or not. And I think we have that over the edge over Manchester City at this moment in time, where I think we have more firepower than Manchester City. I look at Manchester City's draw with Crystal Palace. Liverpool win that game 1-0 because they got the better firepower. The penalty incident today, I think it was the right call. You know, if it was running naturally, then I would say a penalty. But when you drag your back leg, like you know, you don't drag your back. You know, I drag my back leg when I've had 11 Guinnesses and I'm fucked. That's when I drag my back leg. You know what I mean? You don't drag your back leg when you're running. You just don't. And he initiated contact. So for me, it wasn't a penalty. But, you know, we got the job done. And that's all that matters. And about the quad, why the fuck can't we win the quad? Yes, go for it. 4 trophies. A magpie. I want all the shiny things. Give me them. Give me them. I want to feel them. And if we can win all 4 cups, can you imagine? Because all we ever get from Man United fans is we won the treble in 1999. No other team's ever done that. If we win the quad, all their Man United fans are going to cancelling for the rest of their lives. And you'll never see them again.
Jamie, you know? I'm confident we win the quadruple. There will be no United fans on Twitter. They're all gone. They're all gone for life.
You'll never hear them again.
You can't top the quadruple. Yes, you could do the sextuple, but no one's gonna do that. So United fans are finished.
We are no Manchester United fans. No matter what they come with, they always come with something.
Jesus.
Is that really 4-0 Barca?
4-0 Aubameyang of 2 goals. Their defense is atrocious. I've got to
Chelsea got killed them.
Yeah. Jersey boy, send Sebastian the link for me. And Sebastian, sure. Please focus, Sebastian. Please focus. Yeah. So yeah.
What's that voice for?
But for me, I think overall, be honest with you, this is what champion do. Not playing great against Nottingham Forest. Miss some of our key player. And I like what I see today. Sometimes you need to win football game like that. You know what I mean? It's not every time you're going to win football game where you play great. Sometimes you need an ugly win to come away and boys look back at this game and say, we didn't perform very against Nottingham Forest. Let us make it right. Let us make it right for the game against Manchester City. But for me, it was a good game. Our final pass in the I would say the final pass in the final third wasn't great at all. Midfielder were giving away the ball too much. Navigator, oh my God. I thought Navigator come back as Navigator, but seems like he hit and miss so far. But for me, I think it's a good game overall. I think Bobby Firmino should at least score and give us that lead going into the second half. We scored that going in the second half of 1-0. It would be a totally different game. Nottingham Forest would have come out, open up, and we'd have more chance to put the ball in the back of the net and get more space. I realized that Nottingham Forest didn't give Liverpool any chance on the ball, didn't give them any space on the ball. And for me, it was a good game. Well done to Nottingham Forest. This is why they are unbeaten for like from 2006. This is the first game they're losing at home in the FA Cup. That ridiculous. From 2006, they haven't lost a FA Cup game at home. So it has been fantastic. But we're going to welcome Sebastian, man. Sebastian, how are you doing?
Hello.
What do you think about the game, Sebastian?
Perfect result. It was tough, but I take it. We went to the semi-final. I just take it. At least we didn't lose. That's what I'm happy about. Getting through to the next round, that's the most important thing.
I agree with you on that. But Jersey boy, what are your thoughts on the game overall, though?
With the game, I thought it was very difficult. Ryan, when we did the preview, me and you and a lot of others, we said that Nottingham Forest were going to give us problems. We knew that was going to happen. And they were very good. You know, Jed Spence, Worrell, their defender, he was a brick at the back. They were very good. But again, it's one of those games where the front three are overthinking literally everything. Like Bobby has a chance before it gets to the keeper you could have shot left. You could have just shot first time, and decided he's going to try and chip the keeper. I think he should have just gone first time. And I think a lot of the time we're trying to score the perfect goal, and sometimes you could just try and shoot from wherever and test the keeper. And the first only proper chance we had with the keeper, we put it in the back of the net. Obviously, I don't think that was offside. I looked at the replay. It's 100% onside. Not a penalty. I think it was a tough game. Nottingham Forest game was a tough game. But we rotated a lot. You know, the defense was pretty much normal. But I don't think Cato and Oxlade-Chamberlain in midfield works well together. Cato was very good. Kept losing the ball though. But I think it was a very, very good game run and went through to another semi-final. And as I said, if we want to win this competition, I think we're going to face City anyway. So it doesn't matter if it was semi-final, face them anyway. It was a good game. But again, Ryan, as you said before, in the Premier League, there's champions. They will play like crap and they still get a result. We played okay and we still got a result and we're in the semi-final. That's all that matters. We're in the semi-final and we're 2 games away from winning the FA Cup.
Well said. Over to you, Mike. What do you think about the game and how you feel our season going forward, Doc? I know you have to leave soon, so I have to throw at you early.
I already said what I said about the game and the season, but just one point I want to make about the game, and that's Oxlade-Chamberlain's attitude being subbed off. I think his time at Liverpool might be done. I just think his mentality is not there anymore. You see, when he comes off, he's just chirping and he's just being negative about coming off. Bro, I understand, Ox, you're frustrated. And, as playing football as well, I get frustrated and coming off. But you have to understand this is a team sport and it's not just about you. So I feel like Ox's time at Liverpool is coming to an end very, very soon because him and Klopp are not seeing eye to eye anymore, where Ox wants to play regularly. He wants to play 90 minutes, but Klopp sees him as a rotation player and more of a cup player. So I think Ox, it's not looking good for him at Liverpool anymore. I mean, he did play okay today, but just his attitude is just not there. I think he got very negative after not starting in the League Cup final because, he was a part of the run to the League Cup final. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Oxlade-Chamberlain at Liverpool anymore.
Philip, what do you have to say about this Oxlade-Chamberlain? Is it in time up now or he's looking for too much? And I'm not playing well when him play.
No, I don't know what Ox was moaning about when he went off because he was dog shit. I don't know what he was moaning about. It's not like he was having a good game. If he thinks that he was having a good game, then he's got problems. I mean, he didn't play well today and he came off. Look, Jota scored against Arsenal last week and came off straight away and he didn't moan one bit, and that's the kind of reaction Klopp wants. I don't think that Ox, it's not working for him no more. His time at Liverpool's come to an end. Look, Ox needs to just keep to his TikTok game because that's obviously where he's really good at the moment, and he's struggling on the pitch, Injuries, unfortunately, have killed Ox because he was a very good player. When we first bought him from Arsenal, he was good for us. Let's not get it wrong. But injuries have completely killed him. And what's happened to the Ox is that Liverpool have outgrown him as a team now. When Ox first signed for Liverpool, he was, one of our better midfielders, to be fair. He was the one getting the goals. I think he got 11 goals before he got injured that season. And since he's been out, Liverpool have outgrown him. We've now got better players in that midfield area, and his services are not as needed now as they once were. And I don't know if it's frustration, him knowing this as well, coming out of him today, but it weren't a good look, especially when everyone else went off and just took it really well. And I think Ox's time at the club is over, and he'll be looking for a new team in the summer.
Yeah, Ox is one of my favorite players. I don't know. Injury kind of, as you said, Philip kind of put a really, really sour taste in him mouth and a damp on him career. And I understand. I was a footballer, and I understand where you're coming off every single time. It no matter if you're doing well, coach still going to pull you. But I don't think Ox helped himself enough for the last 12 months in his Liverpool career. Whenever he play, I think he play against Fulham. He play against Norwich in the FA Cup or one of these Premier League games, and he were talk shit. You know what I mean? And sometimes as a player, you have to accept when you're not on great form. And I think, as you said, Philip and Mike, I think it's the best time for him right now is to move on. West Ham would be a very good fit for him. Build back confident, not too many pressure, and all of these things. Ox is a very good player, but at this moment, he's just not in form, not showing it. And whenever him get the chance, him not making use of it. Jersey boy, is it time for us to sell him in the summer? Mute.
I'm sorry, but Oxide complaining coming off. He was awful. Again awful. He just in the final third, he's not very good. He's just making the wrong passes, and he's not doing well at all. And I just don't think he fits Liverpool anymore. I think maybe, as you said, a West Ham, maybe he could go to Villa, maybe he could go to I don't know, one of those type of clubs. But I just don't think he fits at Liverpool anymore. And I don't know how he can be on the pitch complaining he's been subbed off when he has a terrible performance. He has no one to blame but himself. So if he's angry at himself for doing crap, then fair enough. But he was terrible. I think Chamberlain 100% needs to go into the season. We already know that basically Origi's leaving because he's not signing a new contract and AC Milan are interested. But I think Oxade has to be the next one on the list to go. Muted, Ryan.
You're muted.
Sorry. Is it time for him to go to West Ham, Crystal Palace? He's a London boy. What do you think, Sebastian? You're muting, right?
Yeah, I think he should either join West Ham or Villa, because under Gerrard, he can be like better than he is under Gerrard. You see how he has done with Jacob Ramsey. He has turned him into a kind of a beast or a very good player. At West Ham, I don't know where he would start. Because they have Rice, they have Souček.
Is that bad? Cannot start in West Ham team, Sebastian?
No, but they have Souček and Rice. I don't think he can go ahead of them two. If not, Rice leaves, then he could take his place. But I think Villa would be a better fit for him to join.
Yeah. So what will find myself in? If a player leaving Liverpool, still young, not in him 30s, still in him 20, and cannot start for West Ham, that tells us something about the player.
But the problem is, where should he play? Should he play at where Rice or Souček is, or should he play cam? What position is he best in?
He cannot play cam, so you have to be either left wing, left midfield or right midfield.
Mm-hmm. But would he start over Gerard Bowen though?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If you cannot start at West Ham, where him going to start at this Liverpool team? Mike?
I don't know where Ox is, man. He's a mid-table sort of player. I'm sorry. I know you love him, Ryan. He did great things for Liverpool at the start of his career, but the last 12 months since his ACL injury, it's just been downhill. And I understand because, ACL injuries are always tough to come back from. They're one of the worst injuries. I mean, I've had ACL tear. It's dog shit. It's dog shit to recover from.
After recover.
Yeah, it takes forever to recover. You lose that sort of quickness and that sharp turn that you have in your game, which Ox did have. He did have that in our run in the 17-18. He was very sharp at all the times, but now it seems he's lost a yard of pace. His crossing is atrocious. His passing and decision-making, a couple of times today, right? He's going at the Nottingham Forest defense, and he's just looking around, and he doesn't play the ball. He could have easily played it to Harvey Elliott twice. And I'm like, Ox, just play the simple pass, bro. Simple. It's easy. You don't have to overthink it. Just move the ball quickly. It's how we do it in Jurgen Klopp's system, but I just think it's a mentality thing now with Oxlade-Chamberlain. But you see, like Naby Keita, he gets subbed off. He's been subbed off a couple times in the 60th minute. He's not complaining. He understands his role in the team, but I guess Ox hasn't just accepted that role yet as a substitute.
Mike, where are you going? Newcastle?
No, he won't go to Newcastle. He can't start in that team anymore. Joe Linton is better than him at this moment. I'm not even joking, Ryan. Joe Linton is better than Ox at this moment. He'll probably go to
Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford. That's a good team, Sebastian. He'll probably go to Brentford.
Would he even get into Palace? Because they might try and keep Gallagher and stuff. So
he might not even get to Crystal Palace.
Brentford?
I'm not even. Yeah, Brentford.
Burnley?
Yeah.
No, not Burnley.
No, he's not that bad. No.
Brentford. Brighton? What about Brighton?
No, he can go home to Southampton.
Oh, that's good. Actually, that's a good point too.
That's
Southampton.
That's actually not a bad shout. That.
Yeah. I don't think he will make it into any top 10 team in Premier League at the moment.
No.
He wouldn't. He's just not good enough anymore. So, yeah. I mean, what's his future? I think he's going to be sold in the summer. I just think the attitude's not there, and I think Jurgen doesn't appreciate him anymore. And he realizes, okay, you know what? If this guy doesn't have the attitude to be at Liverpool Football Club, you're gone. That's how it should be. It's the same thing with Ferran Torres and Man City. Ferran Torres wanted to leave. Pep said, all right, you're gone. Adios. And I think we should have that same mentality. It shouldn't be a sentiment thing where, oh, you know what? You were part of the rebuild of Liverpool Football Club. You know what? Times are tough now. We're a winning club at the moment. We're going for quads, like Ryan says. We're going for quadruples. And if you don't want to be a part of it, and if you don't want to be a team player, get out of here.
Wow, Ox. Boy, my boy still like him. I think he's much better than what you guys saying. If Ox can play consistently, get in a rhythm, because he's a rhythm player. If Ox can get into him rhythm and get him into him farm, but he's not going to get that time at Liverpool. That's it. Not going to give him that time, Philip. So Southampton as well, so Philip would have been the perfect ideal team for him to get back in mojo and to get back in farm. He's not getting a looking for the English team, Philip.
No. It's like when the boys are at AFCON, Ox played a few games in a row, didn't he? And he looked quite decent. Mm-hmm. And I think Ox is a rhythm player. That's what he is. He's a rhythm player. He needs to play 5 games in a row to get up to back up to standard. And like you say, Ryan, he's not going to play 5 games in a row, is he? This is Ox's problem. He's not an impact player anymore. He's not an impact player either. He's not a player you'd bring off the bench to give an impact. That's not his game. He's a rhythm player. He's a player that needs to play consistently over a few games, and he gets better every time. So when the boys are off at AFCON for 7 weeks, he filled that role and he did really well because he was playing every week. So he got his rhythm back. As soon as the boys come back, Ox didn't play anymore. So he lost his rhythm.
Is it fear that, Philip, is it fear that when the boys went after African Cup of Nations and him put in a very good shift, I believe he should continue to play over the boys and the boys fight back for them game. You don't see it like that?
I mean, you can see it like that, but he's playing in Mo's position. So I think when Mo's back, he just goes, thanks for keeping the right hand side warm. You've done a good job, but I'm back now, so go back over there. So But on the, you know, I feel for Ox, I do, because as you say, I like him as a footballer, I really do. But injuries have affected his Liverpool career, unfortunately, and Liverpool have evolved as a football club, and we've sort of, you know, there's no place for Ox in the team right now. And I say, as an impact player, he's not really. That's not his thing. He's a rhythm player. He needs to play games continuously in a row. And I think if he goes to a Southampton next season, if he's fit, he'll play a lot of football, and you'll see Oxlade-Chamberlain again. That's why they might loan him out next season and might not sell him. That's why Klopp might think, loan Ox out next season.
Get big bucks for him.
Yeah, loan him out. Let him get his rhythm back. Yeah, play more. And then we're bringing back the following season, because I do see value in Oxlade-Chamberlain, but at this moment in time, he's just not going to get the minutes to prove that to everyone else. And him going off with the sulk today just hasn't helped his cause, has it? Shall we say?
Wow, Jesus Christ! Can you imagine Ox leaving Liverpool? But you know what it is, man. It's what it is, man. But let's move on from the Ox still. But let's get into the player ratings, because I don't want to keep you guys too long on the stream. But how we're going to do the player ratings, we're going to grade the back five. So I'm not going to give you guys 1-1. So Jersey Boy, I'm coming to you. Grade the back five for you today.
Joe Gomez, 9.5. For me, he was my man of the match. Like, I was so surprised by how good Joe was today. Like, I literally didn't expect Joe whatsoever. Look, he's not a right back, he's a centre back. And the reason I'm going with him to be so high is the fact that again and again and again he stopped a lot of attacks. He was very good in attacking wise. It was just the fault that the front three couldn't do anything with the balls he gave. But I think Joe was very, very, very good, and I'm very proud of Joe Gomez. Obviously, I don't think other than backup right back where he's going to get in the team. So for me, I think very, very good. I'll probably go fair enough. I'll go 9. But yeah, I thought he was very, very good today. So I'm going to go 9. Alisson, I'm going to give an 8.5 because he didn't get a lot of target on him. He nearly made a horrible mistake, but made up for it. This is why I don't like people passing up from the back. Van Dijk and Kanate, I'm going to give both of them an 8. And then Tsimikas, I'm going to give him an 8.5. I think he was very good attacking as well. Tsimikas is very good attacking, but it's just unfortunate that these two fullbacks today were making a lot of chances, but we just couldn't finish them. So I think, yeah, that's my back 5.
My question to you: what would you, Jersey Boy, will do with Joe Gomez? We know Joe Gomez not playing consistent at Liverpool, and I don't see him as a right back. I see him as a centre back, and we have to buy a player to rotate the game with Chen. I don't want to see Chen playing so much game come next season. I don't think it's fair for him, and I don't think it's fair for him career. I don't want when him reach 26, 27, him done. Because he play too much game. Can I play 60, 40 game a season for a young man?
100%.
We have to balance him time. Where do you see Gomez? What would you do with Gomez?
As I've said, Bo, I think it makes complete sense for him to go to Villa. I have a feeling he's going to get a Villa in the summer because, as I said before, the World Cup is different this time. It's in the winter in November. I think he wants to prove to Southgate he's still got it in the couple months beforehand. I think if he goes to Villa and starts with Tyrone Mings and really shows that he can do it, then he'll get in the England squad. He wants to be in that World Cup squad. I don't think he's been good enough at the moment. We've got a lot of other centre-backs, but he'll want to prove that. And I don't think at Liverpool he's going to get that at the moment. So I think he's going to go to... I think he's going to be sold, and I can see him going to Aston Villa, you know.
What said you, Mike, on the back 5? And give me a thought on Gomez.
The back five was really good today, to be honest. I thought they were all pretty solid. Yes, I mean, obviously, we're always going to be exposed to the back. It's Klopp's tactics. It's always going to happen. We're going to give the other teams chances. But I thought Gomez was really, really good today. I wouldn't say a 9.5. I don't think he was that good, but I'll give him about like an 8.5, 8, because he was very solid. Going forward, he was really good. Even though the right side wasn't used as much today, especially in the first half, he had a couple of chances to put a decent cross into the box. And yeah, some of his crosses were a little bit off, but yeah, he's definitely a center back. There's no doubt about that. He is a natural center back. Ryan, you talk about we need to sign a backup right back. We have Nico Williams. Why don't we not play him more? I know he's done fantastic so far at Fulham, but I think maybe Nico will want maybe more game time. He doesn't want to be a backup to Trent. So we gotta maybe Aaron's from Norwich. That would be a good shout for backup right back. But I think Gomez, yeah, that's true as well. I think Gomez, it's a matter of him. Does he want to be a rotation sort of center back? Because he's not going to start every game for Liverpool Football Club. Or does he want regular starting positions at another Premier League club or somewhere else in Europe? You look at like an example of Tomori. He didn't get a lot of game time at Chelsea. He goes to AC Milan, and now he's one of the best center backs in Europe. Maybe Joe Gomez sees that, but it's down to Joe Gomez what he wants. Does he want to be a rotation player with the Liverpool Football Club, or does he want valuable minutes somewhere else, especially in a World Cup year that Jersey Boy says?
Well said. What you think about Gomez, Philip, and what are your ratings for the back five today?
I think he's still only 20.
Yeah,
You sound like the thing from the Doctor Who.
Hang on. One second.
Yeah. But go back to you, Sebastian. What do you think about the Gomez situation, and what do you think about the back five?
Joe Gomez probably was our best player today. Probably one of the best on the pitch today. He was excellent. I did not expect him to do this well, especially at right back, where he doesn't play a lot. I'm actually gonna say Gomez 9.5. I think Jersey Boy said it. Did you say 9.5 or?
I've changed it to 9. I think 9 for Benjamin. I think 9 is fair enough because
Is that better?
Yeah, much better now, John.
Yeah. Come back to you though, Mike. Come back to you after Sebastian finish. But let's finish up Sebastian.
For the centre backs, I'm gonna give both of them 8. And I'm gonna give Tsimikas 7.5 and Alisson 8.5.
Yeah, for me, I think Joe Gomez, although as Mike say, a lot of service didn't go down on that right hand side, but he was fantastic going forward, coming back. But can Gomez do that against a Manchester City team or a Watford team if we're going to need him? I don't think so. And this is the reason why I think we should get a right back. But let's be fair though. I hear Mike talk about Nico. I think Klopp caused Nico to go out on loan. I think Klopp didn't trust the young man enough, give him more opportunity. Because some game you could take off Trent. 30-minute league, we're leading by 3-4 goals. Give Trent a little bit of rest. That's the only problem I have. This season I see Klopp kind of manage the minutes of player much more better. But like a player like a Tsimikas, very good, excellent player going forward today. Why is it cannot get more game time in this Liverpool team? Why we have to keep on playing Robertson, playing Trent week in, week out? Why they can't come off the bench? Why they have to start every game? And that's where you get everybody buy into what you're doing, give everybody game time, give everybody playing time, and make everybody happy. I think Klopp do that very poorly. I think him do a much better. I have to give him that credit this season. I think him do a much better. Because a player like a Nico, very good. You know what I mean? It's not the greatest in different. Trent is not the greatest, but come on. Have that look of balance. I don't know what you think about that though, Mike.
Yeah, I think now Klopp is starting to rotate a lot more. You see with the front three, the midfield, switching in Konate and Matip all the time. I think now Klopp is finally realizing, all right, I got a squad. And with this squad, I have to rotate and rest some legs. You look at like Salah and Mane, they weren't even in the squad today. Luis Diaz was on the bench. This is what Klopp's, he has the ability to do this now. He can rotate. And I think he's finally starting to understand that. I think before, I mean, you had Klavan and these bums on the bench. Like, what can you do? They can't provide the same sort of impact like other players can right now with Minamino. You look at Origi, Keita. We have so many options now, and I think Klopp is realizing that maybe Nico will be something for the future, and it's just also down to Nico what he wants. Does he want to play regular football? It's all down to him. He's in a similar situation as Joe Gomez. But I gotta head out, Ryan. It's late here in Finland. All right, man. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it coming, man.
Big
Appreciate
up, man.
it. But over to you guys, because we need to finish up as soon. Over to you though, Philip. What do you think about the situation with Nico? What do you think about the situation with Gomez? Where do you do with Gomez and your player ratings for the back five?
Gomez, I love Gomez. I absolutely love Joe Gomez. He's a centre back. He's not a right back, and he's a very good centre back. Look, before his injury, he was England's best centre half. There's no doubt about it. And I wouldn't sell him or let him go in the summer, because if you sell Joe Gomez, then you've got to buy a defender to replace him. And, you know, I don't think that area of the team needs touching this summer. More of a midfielder and a forward we need in the mid and the right back. That'd be the three players I'll be looking at this summer. So I'd keep Gomez. You know, we've got 4 tremendous centre backs. How many teams have got as many good centre backs as we got?
True.
You know, Van Dijk and Matic be your first 2. Then Kanate and Gomez are your future. You know, they're the 2 backups that can come in like they've seen today and play exceptionally well. Nico Williams is a player I like. I don't like the abuse Nico Williams gets. I hate that. I never understand why Liverpool fans go after their own players. I don't get that. Leave the kid alone. Let him develop. You know, he's a young boy put in a massive spotlight, you know, playing for Liverpool Football Club. It's a lot of pressure. And I think Klopp's done the right thing to let him go on loan the rest of this season and show what he can do. And he's doing really, really well at Fulham. You know, he's doing really well over there. And then next season, you know, Nico will come back. Do you let him go out for another loan? You know, keep progressing him, because if he stays, he's not going to play a heck of a lot. So a right back under Trent, we got to do that right, because we need a right back who will. It's very hard to find a right back that's equal to Trent Alexander-Arnold. You're not going to find that, you know, anywhere. You know, it's going to cost you like a lot of money. So, you know, Max Aarons or something like that can come in, being his understudy, play some games, or a Lamptey at Brighton that can come in and play some games and give Trent a rest, be perfect. But the back five today were, you know, average for me. I didn't like their performance. Alisson was indecisive with his feet. Let's face it, it wasn't a penalty, but he did get away with it a little bit. I thought Virgil was terrible today. I thought he made some rash challenges that you don't usually see Virgil make. He made some rash challenges today. He was out of position quite a bit. I thought Kanate was ball watching at times, but I thought he was better than Van Dijk. So, yeah, I'm going to go a 9 for Gomez, because I thought he was good. And a 7 for Alisson.
Okay, fair enough. So, Jersey boy, let's go for the midfield and a striker in one.
Okay. Good idea. All right, so midfield. We'll start off with Fabinho. I thought Fabinho had a good game. You know, he had a few shots. Obviously, he came off, and I think it was because he wanted to rest Fabinho as well, because he's got important games coming up. You know, he's going to Brazil. Wanted to change things a little bit up, but I'm going to give him an 8. Keita, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I thought he was very good. Chamberlain, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he was terrible. I just don't understand Chamberlain at times. Fun 3, Jota, I'm going to give an 8, because pretty much the only real chance he got, we took it and scored. Again, causing problems. Harvey Elliott, I don't think Harvey Elliott was actually that. He was struggling a bit today. And, you know, I think he's got a lot more to do, but again, he's very young and he's still going to learn. So For him, I'm going to go 7. And then he was the other side. He was Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. I'm going to give a 7 as well because Bobby again had a lot of chances he could have scored, Ryan, and he tried to chip the keeper when he could have shot. So that's what I'm going with. What about you, Ryan?
For me, I'm going with Bobby. I'm going to give him a 6. Jota, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Who is the next player?
Elliot. Elliot was right.
Yeah, I'm going to give Elliot a 6. Midfield, I'm going to give Fabinho a 7. Axe, I'm going to give him a 6. El Navigator, I'm going to give him a 6. So that is for me. Sebastian, how about you? Make it quick, Sebastian. And focus, Sebastian. I tell you, when you come on the channel, focus, bro. You're down in the phone, you're down doing to get distracted. When you do talk, you give one line. Come on, Sebastian.
I'm gonna give Keita 6, Ox 6, Fabinho 7.5, Jota, I'm gonna give him 7. I'm gonna give who's Firmino? I'm gonna give him 7. And I'm gonna give the last player who was it? The last player who started.
Have you rated the midfield yet?
Yeah.
You've done Fabinho, Keita, Chamberlain, yeah?
Yeah.
And then Elliot.
Yeah,
Elliot. Yeah, you ever said Elliot yet?
7 also.
Okay, fair enough. So, people, we're going to leave it there. I want to tell you guys, thank you very much for watching the post-match. We're going over to the international break. We're going to talk all things Jamaica. So if you're interested, join us for that. I think
Big things coming. Oh,
that should come tomorrow. So you guys can look out for that. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, for the boy Ryan LFC, I like to